Well, hello YouTube. Here we are, the end of 2024. First of all, I would like to say thank you for all your support and all your comments and views. Thanks for sticking around during these years of changes. Well, we have a bit of a recap of 2024. We started off the year deep in the grip of winter. I asked myself why we live where the cold hurts our face, where winters are minus 41 Celsius, where it's extremely painful for me to survive. There are places in Alberta that are still very mild even in the winter months. These places are becoming more and more appealing as the years go by. My world becomes extremely small in the winter. I always joke about hibernating for the winter months, but the last couple of years I feel that this is more realistic than ever. I started in the spring with preparations for the cargo trailer project. I finalized my plans and direction, double counting the budget and deciding which way to go first. Realizing I could not store building materials on site and daily trips to the building supplies store was not a feasible option. I decided to rent a sea can or Connex container or storage unit, depends on what you call them. The $160 a month ate into the budget, but I needed the space to store my camping gear and my building supplies to keep them clean and dry and safe for the 6 months of summer. This made the extra expense worth it. I started out with a demo of the existing trailer and the interior, reminiscing about the past and the memories that the original build held. This trailer and I had a bit of history. Without repeating ourselves, well, this was a trailer that we started the build on in 2017. I fully intended to complete the build in the following few years, but my life became chaotic and the build, well, got put on hold. Just like time, progress waits for no one. I spent the whole summer working on the cargo trailer and stressing about budget. Working through the pain and the discomfort, coming to the realization that this part of the project is costing way more than expected. Having doubts that I made the wrong choice and if I should have waited another year or have gone a totally different route. However, I became completely focused on the completion of Phase 1. And as a result, some of the important things in life were missed this summer. There were no camping, no road trips, no barbecues, no extra fun or enjoyment, no contact or minimal contact with family and friends. Most of them knew ahead of time that this was going to happen, and those that were true friends remain supportive to this day. Just complete focus on concentration on the trailer project. The fall was a bit slow. I had plans for a bit of a road trip using the freshly completed Phase 1 of the cargo trailer. However, I think I was run down from the summer's building project, and I still to this day don't even want to touch a saw or even think about phase 2. I totally crashed, and the next couple of months have been a bit of a blur. I spent this time recovering from the summer and trying to continue to pursue one of life's greatest mysteries, the human female. The winter has been slow. I again have spent it recovering from the season's activities. We have had a lot of snow compared to previous years, and have already had our customary -40°C cold weather storms roll through. I have set a limit to my outings. I am afraid of slipping on the ice, resulting in more injuries. Some of them from the past I'm still dealing with to this day. In the past years, slipping and falling happened very regularly. This year, I am determined to make them not happen. I don't want to make false promises, but I do have a glimmer of hope for a potential small winter adventure and videos, providing things work out both time-wise and physically, and weather temperatures. All of that has to work together for it to happen. For those wondering why the content is dated in the past, it's because I am ahead that far. I had a lot of potential downtime in the works, potential surgeries and recovery time, potential homelessness and chaos. I was preparing for the worst to happen in my life, so I filmed and edited a ton of content. This has given me a large cushion of videos to fill the need and to take the pressure off while I was battling a few things that I have overcome over the last few years. I know I have mentioned YouTube memberships. I had big plans to activate it to allow early access to my videos as well as other content. However, truth be told, this last year has been very busy. I apologize for the false information, but if that does happen, I will announce it again. I have thought about live streams. However, the place where I was living, that kind of activity is not doable. I have taken steps to maybe make that happen and to ease the stress of video production for the future. I know you, the viewer, don't owe me anything, and I'm not asking you to, but I do have an Amazon wish list. The items on this list go toward the channel's future. Feel free to check out the list. I know some of the items are expensive and way beyond anything I would ever ask anybody to purchase for me. But if you would like to support the channel by purchasing an item that is on my list, the help and the item would be greatly appreciated. I have a question to ask you, my viewers. My vlogs have been active more or less since 2011. I created the vlogs to show my day and what was going on in my life. Example, workday, doctor's appointments, trips to the specialists, things like that. However, over the last few years, I've noticed I have been struggling to find topics to talk about, or even entertaining things to discuss. With the vlogs being filmed ahead of time, current events are off the table because they are no longer current once viewed. As mentioned about the vlogs, they used to be kind of their own thing, their own separate entity, their own separate channel. However, over the last few years, they have been melting and mixing together, melting and mixing between channels to the point where the vlogs have almost become a mini version of the main channel standard videos. So as a result, I ask you, the viewer, what should I do? Should I slow down the vlogs and only film or upload when I have something to talk about? Or realistically, have they ran their course? And should I shut them down and focus on the main videos and the mountain of voiceover scripts that I have to film and edit? Or should I go on hiatus until my life becomes interesting again? That may not be for another 3, 4, 6 months, especially this year anyways. Or should I continue filming them and uploading them just like I've always have, showing the highs and the lows, kind of the way my daily life is, or at least my life, what it has become. What is the future looking for me? Well, I am looking forward to the 2025 season and what that may bring. Not sure about what direction Phase 2 will go, but I am definitely excited to use the trailer for a season or two in its extremely basic form. Live with the idea and fine-tune the build plans even further once living in the trailer or spending more time in the trailer. I have taken a few steps to secure items that I need for the trailer in the near future. The sale prices were too good to pass up. I have a few ideas in terms of micro build plans for Phase 2, but the plans are to primarily use it the way she sits. I want to enjoy it, revisit a few of the places that I went in the past, and just generally decompress from the previous few years. I would like to take it out and show it to my dad, show him that the project we had discussed all those years earlier has new life back in it. My dad supported me in building the first teardrop trailer, and we had discussed that a lot in the final years, and this trailer continues this knowledge and experience. Just a side note, the cargo trailer Phase 1 videos will be coming down the line in the future. These videos and many others could be an example of what could be available on YouTube memberships for early release if I could get things together. Going forwards, I would like to continue to work on myself. I have put my needs on the back burner to help others deal with things, and as a result I have kind of forgot to maintain and take care of myself. I know that's going to be a never-ending journey, but I have started from the basement. I will continue to work my way upward and outward eventually. Sometimes in life we get knocked down so hard that we can't see, daylight anymore. This can cause a domino effect that could destroy your life if we let it. It's a lot easier to give up and to let it consume you than it is to fight and hang on. My path in life has become more clearer as each month goes by, and as a result, I believe I will be focusing more on that aspect rather than the expectations of society. A person's peace and happiness surpasses any expectations that others drop on you. Never surrender, never forget. We will rebuild, we will continue on, we will thrive. Thanks for listening to the end of 2024 update and question video.